I gotta run, keep from hiding. I'm bound to keep on riding. And I got one more silver dollar. Silver
There's nobody here, so doesn't make a difference if we're up or not.
Yep. It's just me and yous.
Yep, that's it. It's us.
Yep.
Man, wonder where
Hey,
Joe Black.
Hey, Joe Black.
Guess who never got a hold of me?
Oh, the woman?
What woman?
Oh, I don't know.
Adrian.
Oh, shit, you're joking.
No, he never got a hold of me. Never, ever.
Hi, Halfwit.
So, hey, Halfwit. Hi, Joe Black. So, yeah. Never got a hold of me, so there was nothing I can do.
So, do you want to draw again today, or?
No. No. He messed it up, so I'm going to just put it back in the prize shelf and try again on the next giveaway.
Hi, Savvy Bear.
If he shows up, I'm gonna, say, hey, what the hell? Because I put his name in the title. I left a comment on his most recent video, which was from a year ago.
Yeah.
And he never got a hold of me. So,
hey,
Jet.
How's it going?
So yeah.
Hey,
Jay, how are you doing? TikTok, let's rock. This is not TikTok. This is YouTube.
Hey,
He's a monkey. Well. So yeah, I've still got the air pump. He never claimed it. So
hey, Cheryl Love, how's it going?
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe maybe I'll put it in my car and leave it in my car, and then pick something else for a giveaway. I can't imagine that he didn't want anything.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, that sounds a good idea, anyways.
Yeah, I guess. Joe Black, the Lord of Blackness. Are you? Are you now? Oh man. So yeah. So last Friday the giveaway was a total bust. That's the first time.
Bugger.
I mean, they've always got a hold of me sooner or later, but never not at all. So I don't know. It's still here, and I still have it, and I'm probably just gonna toss it in my car and keep it in my car just in case.
Yeah.
And then next giveaway, I'll give away a drone or something. I don't know. I got a lot of those. I know. It's a bummer, and it makes me sad that he just blew it off. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because he's a regular here. He's been a regular. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Nope. But there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess kind of makes me sad and mad at the same time.
Hi, Jessica S. How's it going,
Just
my lovely?
yes. So I had an interesting week.
Yeah, just as I called you.
What? Yeah. Well, it had been happening before you called me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But how about those neighbors of yours? Yeah, I don't know. That was bizarre, and I don't know what I don't know what they told the cops. I have no idea what they said to the cops. All I know is I gave them my side of the story, and I'm still the one that has to go to court over it.
Hi, Amethyst.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I don't know. Let me look. Let me look it up. Hey, Amethyst. Hello. Uh,
Excuse me.
Jesus Christ. It doesn't really say. It just describes what it is.
I know, sorry. I forgot. Didn't have time to. Just come up.
Didn't have time to what?
Mute my volume.
Mute your volume. Why would you do that?
Because I bounced.
Oh. I didn't want to miss any exploding whale stories. Well, that exploding whale that we watched last time was from 1970. So long time ago. Oh, go away. Okay. So now I gotta Google punishment. Possible punishment.
Hey, Miss Mandy.
Hello.
How's you doing?
How are y'all?
Oh, not too bad.
Okay.
You sound rough as a badger.
She's got a bad
Yeah.
cold.
You got a
Oh, bless
cold.
you.
I'll live it.
Woo! It's up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $6,250. But that's not gonna happen.
Well, I talked to Kurt about that,
Mhm.
and he said that you should go to the oh, I should have wrote it down. Something. The He said it's a lawyer that handles tickets and stuff. Is usually the first hour of the day inside the courthouse. Gosh, I can't remember what he called him. I'll ask him. I can't remember. Sorry. But said that he'll chances are he'll write it off and just tell you not to worry about it.
Yeah. Who did I beat up? I didn't beat up anybody. I'm the one who
It
got
it was
assaulted.
extremely violent, Joe Black. She was
I
tased.
was assaulted.
She was tased and she was wrapped up like a taco. And
Yeah.
and it wasn't
me in the
even
wrap.
Tuesday. Let
I
me see if
know.
I can Google it and figure out who it was.
Cheryl, no, she didn't get pulled over again. It was
Nope.
trespass.
Yep, I got a citation for trespass, but the cop said I'm not putting any fine on here because I know you and I know you didn't do anything terrible. So I don't know.
Let me see, send him a
So
message. real
what
quick.
happened is that the next door neighbors, they're staying there because the woman is staying there because she is a caregiver for the lady across the street. Right? Well, the lady across the street told me that she quit on her. Quit and just left her to her own devices. Didn't even get a hold of senior services. Just quit and left.
You
Well,
could
that
lose her
was
license for that.
yeah, that staying in the trailer next door was she was only allowed to stay there because she was Colleen's caregiver. Well, now that she's not Colleen's caregiver, now that she's no longer Colleen's caregiver, she's got to get out. She's got to move out. Well, Colleen told me that she has trashed the place. Well, I've got a key to the trailer next door. So I went over there to go check it out, and the deck has got all kinds of shit on it. All kinds of stuff, all kinds of junk. So I took pictures of all that. Then I went up to the door, and the door was wide open. And the screen was closed, but it was ajar. So it was basically open. And I poked my head in and I go, hello. And I heard somebody in there go, hello. So I walked in. I don't keep what?
Addresses.
No, I don't. Sorry. I really don't. So I stepped in and I saw the condition of the trailer over there, and it was trashed. There's shit piled up in the middle of the floor, piled up almost all the way to the ceiling. That doesn't belong to them. That trailer does not belong to them. That's not their home.
To the clerk of court. You can speak to the clerk of court usually 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. You can just walk in. You usually don't need an appointment. And that chances are they'll dismiss it.
Okay. So anyway,
sorry.
He freaked out. The guy freaked out because I raised my hand. I was like, what is going on in here? Why is this a mess like this? What do you guys not have any respect for things that aren't yours? I mean, he just flipped out and started trying to shove me out the door and trying to grab my phone away from me because I kept trying to take pictures of the mess, but I couldn't. And so the other person that was there, I don't even know who that was, her grandson or somebody, called the cops. Cops came, and by then I'd already left. Cops came, and they talked to me, and they talked to him, and they gave me a citation, which I have to go to court on, and for trespass 1. No warning of a trespass. No warning first, because I asked him. I go, so he goes, so I'll probably have to trespass you. And I go, oh, well, so you give me a trespass warning? He goes, no, it's an actual citation. And I
That's
just went,
wrong.
okay,
Without a warning.
sure. Yeah, without a warning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's wrong.
And I'm
Yeah,
going to
which is
request that
why I'm
body
not
cam,
worried
and I'm
about
going to play it on my channel and laugh.
Yeah, which is why I'm not worried about it. Because it was basically, I'm lucky they didn't shoot me. They don't have a gun. They don't have a gun. They don't have anything like that.
Hi, Robin.
My thing
Jono,
is that he was pushing her out the door, so therefore assaulting her.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not so happy about that.
I'm not petty like they are. So I didn't press charges against him for assault because I'm not petty like that. So
I would now.
I don't know. I don't know that I can now. And there was no witnesses to it except for the grandson, and he's going to take that guy's side. So
There's no witnesses to the fact that you went in the house either.
Nope. Other than those two. So,
Yeah, basically 2 against 1.
Yeah. So I mean, he kept trying to shove me out the door, but he wasn't strong enough to get me out. And so I sat down on the step right inside the door. I never got into the trailer. I only got over the threshold of the front door. That's as far as I got. Was right over the threshold.
Sorry, Magic's here.
Oh my gosh! Hey, Magic! Hey.
No, I didn't go over there to check on anybody's welfare. I went over there to check on the state of the trailer because the owner of the trailer entrusted me, which I got it up there, entrusted me with the key to her trailer so I could keep an eye on it, right? She wants me to keep an eye on shit. So when I do that, I go there and keep an eye on stuff. Yeah, I get a citation for trespass. So I'm fine. I don't care.
That's what you get for caring about people there.
It's not a big
Silver.
deal. Huh?
So that's what you get for caring for people there at Silver.
Yep, apparently.
Oh, it's just a cold, Magic. It's just when I get sick and I really have to watch my immune system dropping. So I have to kind of lock in the house and not go
The
out.
lady that's being taken care of is across the street. Not the lady, the caretaker is renting the trailer next door. So, and that's where I went, was next door. Owner has to give 24. I know. I do that. I know that now. But it doesn't matter now. They're going to get evicted. They're getting evicted because the caveat to staying there was that she was taking care of Colleen. Now that she's quit Colleen, she has to get out. So she's going to get evicted.
I don't blame them for evicting her. Yeah, do it. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you about the appointments there, Magic. So they call me and they tell me that my PET scan come up completely clean. And I was like all excited and elated. Then they call me and tell me, Silver knows about this, is why she's smiling. Then they call me and tell me, you may have mixtures up with someone of the same last name as you. So I had to go in yesterday and have it repeated.
Oh, your pleasure.
I had it repeated yesterday, so I should know something tomorrow.
Oh, your pleasure. Hi, Canada.
Yeah.
The person inside, the other person that was inside the trailer, they called the police. And I do have permission. I do have permission to be there by the owner. But because they have established residency there, I would have to give them the owner would have to give them a 24-hour notice of me coming over there. So, but now I'm trespassed, so I can't go over there now.
Going to jail. Going to jail.
Or call the clerk of court. One of the questions you may want to ask is if you can file a motion for dismissal based on no fine on the trespass citation and having the owner's permission.
Yep.
And their description of me is wrong.
How did they describe what? Wait, how did they describe you?
They described her as 87 years old,
No, they did not.
7 feet 2 inches tall.
No, I'll show you.
So Frankenstein's wife broke into their house.
Yeah. Bolts in the neck.
They said I'm 5'4", 120 pounds, and I have
Hi, Dan.
black hair and hazel eyes.
Black hair.
I don't have black hair. I have brown hair, and I don't have hazel eyes. I have blue eyes or gray eyes. And I'm
Okay.
not 120 pounds.
So you
They
should
were
bring
kind
that
of
up.
way off.
You should bring that up as well and say, are they short-sighted or partially blind? Because they got my thing totally wrong, and I was definitely not in the house.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And all I did was step over the threshold. That's as far as I got. I never got any further than that.
Kurt also
So-
said, did they have a welcome mat on their front porch? Because if so, that can be an invitation to come in.
No, there's no welcome mat.
But he said he's argued it before, so I don't know.
File motion can sometimes be as easy as writing a one or two paragraphs on the correct form.
Yep.
90 pounds wet? No, Magic. I wish. No. I weigh
91 magic.
I'm closing in on 140. So
There's no way you weigh that much.
that's what my scale says. No, I don't think I can claim it wasn't me. No.
The Shaggy
That was me.
defense. The Shaggy defense, it wasn't me.
You forgot to say Silver Diamond is a mixed martial art fighter for UFC. No, not quite. Not quite. But yeah, I've noticed
who-
something.
Who won
noticed
the air
something.
pump?
Adrian, and he had never claimed it.
Oh,
I put his name in the title. I put a comment on his last most recent video, which is a year old, and he never got a hold of me.
so how does that work? You just move on with life, or you draw a new one?
No, I'll probably just put it in my car and
Have a new air pump?
yeah, and then the next giveaway will be something else.
Oh, okay, cool. You probably need one in your car.
Yeah.
Satoshi said Silver is the new crime matron.
Am I?
She's the crime boss bee.
Wow, yeah, that's such a big crime,
Oh,
trespass.
thank
Wow.
you, Jessica.
Oh my God. Next giveaway will be a black wig and green contact lenses. No, I have green contact lenses, but they said I had hazel eyes, which are not green. That is
I don't know.
green and blue and brown kind of mixed together.
I don't know if
wanna
Timu
know-
sells them, but you know what would be something cool to give away? Lava
Okay.
lamps.
What?
Your- Lava lamps would be something cool to give away. Your background's making me think about it.
Yeah,
I don't know if Timu sells them or not, but that would be something cool.
I don't know, but I
I
don't know.
like
That would
the
be
lava
something
lamp.
hard to send because it's glass and
I
heavy.
wouldn't think so. I mean, if they can ship it from China, they can ship it to another state.
Trash and hoarding situations is a health department issue. A pile in
Yeah.
mid-floor depicts a type of hoarding, inviting rats to enter the park.
How's it going,
That's
Kelly?
true.
There's no park. This is not a trailer park. This is a residential neighborhood. We have every kind of living situation here. We have tiny houses. We have park models. We have trailers. We have
Hey,
brick
Jessica.
and mortar houses. We have every kind of houses. Adrian, there you are. Do you know? Do you have any idea? I have been trying to get a hold of you all weekend. You
know,
won the giveaway.
You naughty boy.
I left a I left a comment on one of your videos that's like a year old, and I put your name and your at thing in the
Thank you,
title of
Cheryl.
the giveaway. I drew your name, Adrian. You needed to claim it.
Is it too late?
Yeah.
Oh,
The rules are that you have to get a hold of me by that Sunday evening,
oh, okay.
so I can arrange to get it out to you. But dang it, Adrian, you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to what's going on, because that bums me out that you and Adrian is not the win. Sorry, so yeah. But do you not check your YouTube at all ever? Is this the only place that you come on YouTube? Is this show is the only place you come on YouTube? But because you've been tagged and I left a message on one of your videos. How could you miss that? You would have gotten a notification that you were tagged.
Yeah, Cheryl said he's pretty new here, just saying.
Yeah, but you would have gotten a notification that you were tagged in a video.
Hi, Mary.
And then you click the notification and it takes you right to that video and right to the what you call the comment.
Mary.
I do check, but not for a few days. Oh, Adrian.
Oh no, we got a flood warning. We're going to have 1 inch of rain.
1 inch and they're doing a flood warning?
No, I'm just joking. We are getting 1 inch of rain though, but hey Naomi, how's it going, my lovely?
Adrian runs an air compressing business.
No, he doesn't. Sochi, shut up.
You did not see the notification. Well, I do recall saying that any winner I get, I put their name, the at name, not just Adrian, but your at Adrian number, whatever that is.
Well, I'll say
my video.
At least he knows now, just in case.
For those just coming in, Silver Diamond is now a criminal. She's a fugitive from justice.
Well, no, I'm not a fugitive because I haven't run from anything yet.
Oh, yeah. Look, she's downplaying it. She's a fugitive from justice. ICE may or may not be looking for her, and we're trying to keep her off the plane to El Salvador.
Oh, if ICE comes anywhere near my house, I am armed.
Because she has a citation.
I was born in Seattle, and that is a part of the United States. So I'm a U.S. citizen, whether anybody likes it or not. Silver scofflaw.
That's funny, 6.
Yep, see. Get me a brand spanking new citation.
I would frame it when this is over.
Trespass 1. Oh, I'm going to.
Adrian.
Sure. I'm going to frame it. So I've never gotten one of those before.
Oh, did you make him blush, Desert Goat?
Who?
Desert Goat called Howie adorable, and he got up and walked away from the camera.
Yeah, I'm curious, Desert Goat. He completely ignores me now and only flirts with Howie. I'm confused. I wonder why. I don't understand. Are you mad at me, Desert Goat? I don't know if it will drop or not.
That's a good point, though, Cheryl. It's a very good point.
So? You're mad at me? You think so?
I think they were answering Cheryl. Hey, Gregory.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the case or not. I have no idea. But she has to go. The owner has to go to the courthouse to file an eviction. She lives in Oregon City, and she would have to go to the Lincoln County courthouse, which is down here at the beach.
Okay, guys, my throat's hurting. I'm gonna go.
I just keep my conversation unlimited.
Limited.
You mean limited?
Limited.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys, y'all have fun. I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay. Get better.
Bye. I will.
Okay. What? Who is messaging me now? Oh. My grandson. My grandson needs some money. Oh boy. There we go. Go through. There we go. Okay. Okay. You remember Desert Goat from Phoenix? Do you remember Sixth Estate Desert? I don't know. That would be interesting to find out if they get evicted, then I mean once they're out, I can go over there anytime I want because the landlord has definitely given me permission. She gave me a key to get in. Don't worry, Silver, we got your back. If anyone asks, it's Silver Diamond. Who? Never heard of him. Who? It's just a trespass, you guys. It's nothing. It's not a like murder or something. Per Google, what? Oh, whether a trespassing citation disappears when you go to stupid notifications. When you go to court in Oregon depends on the outcome of your case and what actions you take. Well, the cop, no fine. No, there's no fine. The cop did not write one. He told me specifically he didn't want to put a fine on here because he knows me and he knows that I didn't do anything malicious. And that I wasn't doing anything crazy. I was just looking out for my neighbor, looking out for the owner of the trailer. That's all I was doing. So yeah, there's no fine written on there anywhere. Nothing. And they got my description completely wrong. So no fine, I say it will be squashed by the judge. Yeah, I know, and that's fine. I don't mind going to court on it. I really don't. It's okay. Everybody's trying to get me out of court. I don't mind court. I am perfectly capable of going to court. So there you go. Don't worry about me in court. I'm capable. I will. I've got 3 new shirts I can wear. Brand new shirts. I got this one that says. This one that says, "Dear world, we are so sorry. Love, sane Americans." I got that one. I got this one that says, "You're in a cult." And I got this one that says, "Pro America, anti-Trump." Don't call the bailiff a pig. No. No. Bailiff in Lincoln County is not a pig. He's really a nice guy. I've met him. It should have been a trespass warning, not a citation. Yeah, it should have been. But I didn't care. I told the cop, I don't care. It's okay. I'm fine. Even if he put a fine on here, the owner of the trailer would have paid it. So it's no skin off my nose. The only skin off my nose is that I have to go to Newport. That's about a 30-minute drive from here. And I won't throw myself on the ground and kick and scream and what about my mother? I won't do that. I will not do that, I promise.
Oh, Canada ordered a pizza for dinner.
Didn't you just have pizza the other day? Derek? I should get the I should get the link down there, huh?
I was just going to say that.
Gonna do it. Here's the link. Let me pin it.
There you go, you pizza.
It's pinned. It's pinned. I promise I won't call the bailiff a pig. I'm not going to do anything like chili. No, she went to court, which was funny, was that when Angela was having a hard time with her and she had to go to court, Angela walks into the courtroom and Crazy Woman is sitting with her lawyer at the defense table. And Crazy Woman looks at the judge and goes, "That's not Angela." And Angela goes, "What?" And pulls out her ID and goes, "You want my ID?"
Oh my God.
Yeah, she tried to say that Angela wasn't Angela.
Hey, cheeky monkey.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
You're having a pint and a large kebab and chips. Oh, yum. That sounds good.
Right. No, that was a week.
Well,
That was
like I said, a week. A couple of days.
that was a week or so ago. I had a pizza, so
Yeah, that's what I said. Didn't you just have a pizza recently?
Hi, Lisa B. How's it going, my lovely?
hey, Bob.
Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Hi, Bob.
I'm
Lord.
So, what are you going to court?
Huh?
You going to the fuck?
It's my citation. Yay!
What the fuck did you fucking charge? Never mind. It's none of my business.
It's for trespass.
I figured so. Bye.
Hey,
I went over to
Wendy,
the neighbor's trailer that they don't own, that they're
Right.
just staying there. They were only staying there in order to take care of Colleen that lives across the street.
Okay.
That's the only reason they were living there, was to take care of Colleen. Well, she quit. She quit on Colleen and basically left her high and dry.
Wow.
So I went over there because Colleen had said that the trailer was thrashed.
Right.
So I went over there to take pictures. I took pictures of the deck, of all the junk on the deck. And then I tried to get pictures inside the house, and they freaked out and called the police. So
So,
I got-
so you're a criminal now. Huh.
well, if you call trespass a criminal, okay, I'm a criminal.
You broke the law.
This isn't the first time I've broken the law.
Don't worry. Trump will give you a pardon.
I don't want Trump's pardon. Fuck
hi,
Trump.
the Toy.
What's up, Howie?
Like this right here.
Not much. Doing good. Yeah. Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. That's what it says. Yeah.
Are you gonna? Can you go live in court?
No, you can't go live.
I kind of wanted to see you get hauled away in cuffs.
I didn't
Actually,
they didn't put cuffs on me.
Oh,
actually,
I
Amethyst
didn't
has
get
got
hauled
it.
away. He just handed me a ticket and I went home.
Amethyst has got it right on the nose. Alleged criminal.
Yeah, you're innocent until proven guilty. So
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
That's a great tune.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I'm not worried about it. I don't care. I don't mind going to court. I've been to court. It's not a big deal.
There you go. Wear a stealth camera.
I don't have a stealth camera.
if
The
they
only,
catch-
the only ones, the sunglasses I have is just a radio.
Oh, so you haven't got any more.
I don't have any spy glasses, no.
Bugger.
And I don't have any spy cameras either.
See, that's a shame because I could have easily got you one, which is a pen, and you just turn the top of it, and it turns the camera on. It's just a tiny.
Yeah, do you know how long those record for?
I
no.
have no idea.
10 minutes.
Hmm.
That's it.
I don't know.
And then you have to erase it and start over again. So those things don't last very long.
Wow.
They don't stay recording for very long, for about 10 minutes, and that's it. A trip to the spy store is definitely in order. Well, I don't have a spy store here, so it's kind of
You could
out of the
3D
question.
print a plastic gun and sneak it into the courthouse.
no.
Why are you giving her ideas like that out over an open stream? Jeez.
I don't
And
know.
he can say those ideas all he wants. It's whether or not I agree with it and do it.
Just buy 2 large pizzas and a 6-pack and say, "Here you go, Judge."
Yeah, I wish it was that easy. No,
That might
they would
work.
probably get thrown out anyway because of all the ridiculousness on the. I mean, they completely.
were they-
They
Are there
completely-
names? Are there names even on like the lease or the property or whatever?
No.
So then they don't have many rights either.
Well, they have
Squatters' rights?
Oh, squatters' rights. Yeah, you're there for a certain amount of time and you're paying rent.
Oh.
Then they've established residency.
Oh.
But between the ridiculousness of it and the fact that they got a whole lot wrong on here, and he knows me, which even blows me away even more because that cop knows me,
Yeah.
and he's still got shit wrong on here.
Yeah.
Said I had black hair. I don't have black hair. I've never had black hair. I've never dyed my hair black ever.
Yeah.
And in the sun right now, it's very purple.
Yeah.
Well, that's like when the judge told me I was too old to be driving around with such a large knife, and I said, "Your Honor, it was 3 inches long." What the fuck are you talking about? You know, like.
Oh yeah,
Large
same with
knife.
me. Same with me. I didn't go all the way in their house. I just went over the threshold. That's as far as I got. That's it. I didn't go all the way into their house. Just over the front door threshold, and that's it.
Yeah.
So here in America, you're guilty until proven innocent. Not the other way around. That's very true. I mean, they try to tell you that you're innocent until proven guilty. But
Meanwhile, they charge you with like 3 different charges for the same thing. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know where Adrian lives. I have no idea. Adrian, where do you live? He was here. Still here? I
Didn't
don't
you
know.
say it was the UK?
Somewhere in the UK, yeah. That's all I know. Guilty, off with her head. Off with my head for trespass? Holy crap. Holy crap, that's serious.
Well, hell, back in those days, the king had to have his wife beheaded just to get out of a divorce.
Well, they can't do that now.
No.
Now they have to. Now they have to set her up in a car accident.
Oh yeah. So you're another one just like me that thinks Princess Di was
Killed.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
she was murdered.
I'm with you on that one. I believe she was.
Absolutely, 100%. She was murdered.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was a
Um,
setup. That was a setup for the word go.
Amethyst said, note to self, booby trap the entire hallway.
The entryway hall. That's what it says. Entryway, not the entire hallway.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Nobody's getting in here. Nobody's coming in my house either. Like I said, I've got signs on both front and back doors that says owner is armed. Warning, owner is armed. Which is probably why for a long time, for a couple of years here, we had a meth dealer living right up the street. Just right up the street. Oh, Eric, what happened?
He's
He's
on
gone.
a call.
Oh. The dog is armed. The cat is dangerous. Yeah, I knocked. No, the door was wide open. The door was wide open. So I stuck my head in and said, hello. And they answered back, hello. So I stepped in. And that's when I saw all the garbage piled high in the middle of the floor. Adrian lives under the sun and the moon where the wild birds fly free. True. Well, don't we all? We all live under the sun and the moon where the wild birds fly free.
You know, I've heard that there are some ancient cultures or primitive cultures that talk of a time before the moon existed. That's crazy to hear.
How old is the moon?
I don't know if we know. They say that it's ridiculously placed because it's like if it was any less perfectly placed, we wouldn't be able to have gravity or tides or whatever, you know, like it's just like exactly where it needs to be. And a lot of people think that it was placed there.
Yeah, how does anybody gonna place a planet?
Depends what kind of technology you have, I guess.
I guess. Well,
But they-
ain't nobody in this universe, in our universe, that has that kind of technology.
Or the other theory is that it's hollow and that that something built the moon, like a real life Death Star, you know.
No. Nair.
I think, you know, people have said that the moon was the Earth at one time.
I don't believe that
split
either.
off. It was a piece of the Earth that split off. And another theory is that a planet crashed with the Earth and most of it got absorbed, but the part that didn't get absorbed formed the moon.
Oh, Lord, that seems awfully complicated.
Yeah.
And the Earth and the moon are not like bubbles. They're not bubbles. Like if you have a big bubble and a little piece of that bubble breaks off and the main bubble's still intact, and the little one is now a little bubble, but they're both bubbles. They're both round.
Yeah, but like when rock has a high impact, you know, it just turns molten immediately, and that's probably what would have happened. Is that if something hit the Earth, the Earth would have just gotten so hot that the rock just melted instantaneously.
You would think. The oldest kid's grandma was a nurse and lived like a fucking pig. Oh my god! Yeah, that's how they're living, is like a pig. I don't get it. There's 3 people that stay there.
Adrian, where
Although
in the UK do you live?
she and her son were the only ones that had permission to be there. The grandson did not.
And he's the one that called the cops, the little squealer.
Yep. Little cop collar. Yes, he is.
How old is he?
He looked like he was maybe, I don't know, 13, 14 maybe.
Yeah, little piece of shit.
I don't know. I don't know how old he is.
You should
Yeah.
watch for him to leave the house or do anything at all and then call the cops on him.
I've seen enough episodes of Hoarders, it makes me sick. But actually, I've
Oh.
seen a lot of episodes of Hoarders that makes me feel good about myself. At least I'm not that bad.
Right.
I mean, I may have clutter
No,
around
but
here, but I'm not. It's not filthy, nasty, gross, and with dead animals everywhere.
no, but it's like, you know, yours is more like a clean mess. You got stuff in there that you haven't got space to put it anywhere else.
Pretty much.
That's basically what it is. Not like the place I.
Going to visitation there, and I said over my dead body, dead body. There's
I'll
one
tell you-
moon conspiracy theory I've heard. Then there's the lizard people who built it as a moon base. Take your pick and move on. I say, yeah, that's ridiculous. The
I'll
pigs
say
is clean.
the worst place I ever went to when I did a delivery, and I walked into the place to take a fridge, and my eyes started to water, and my throat started to burn because it was just smelled like cat and
Cat
dog
piss.
piss everywhere. And I literally wiped my feet on the way out.
Cat piss is the one that's worse because that's got like
ammonia.
it smells like vinegar and ammonia. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's super bad.
It was disgusting. But
Yeah.
I do like watching Hoarders because it's just a fun thing to watch.
My ex-girlfriend and her mother, they weren't hoarders, but the mother worked at the Humane Society, so she was always fucking bringing home cats.
Oh,
And I'm massively allergic to cats. They must have had like 8 of them or something just running
man.
around and nobody cleaned the apartment like they should have, you know?
that's true, Cheryl.
The best cat for you would be a Sphinx because those are hypoallergenic.
Yeah, but I don't know if I could solve all the riddles.
That's funny. That's funny.
Mhm.
No, I went to when I went to Oklahoma, we went to go visit one of his dad's friends, I guess.
Yeah.
And when we got there, oh my God, when you walked in the front door, there's a path, a literal path
Yeah.
that goes from the front door through the kitchen.
Yeah.
The cobwebs were so thick in that house, and the lawn there was. It looks like people wear their clothes and then just tossed them, and then they just went out and bought new ones, and then wore them and then just tossed them. It was so gross. Walked through the kitchen, the counters were completely piled up with dishes and towels draped over them to hide them. We went into this one room where it was like a party room, and I sat down and I was literally sitting on the edge of this chair and not wanting my arms to touch anything. I didn't want to touch anything.
Yeah.
And
Hi, Brian King.
hi, Brian. Oh,
Oh,
I'm
shit,
sorry.
man.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Brian.
sorry to hear that.
So, and the people that owned the house, she was a nurse and she was pregnant and she was going to bring a baby into that nastiness.
Okay.
It was so gross.
Hi, freaking.
I finally, I just looked at my boyfriend at the time. I go, we got to go. We got to go. I can't be here. This is just gross.
Wouldn't it be nice if they could just lift the roof of the house off, get a big suction vacuum cleaner, and just suck all that? You
Well,
know?
apparently in Oklahoma,
Hi, Jamie.
your property taxes are based on the condition of your house.
Oh, really?
So if you have a crap house, and a hoarder house or whatever, then your property taxes go way down. That
Ah,
couple paid maybe $25 a year in property tax. I don't know if it's still that way, but it was back then. Ugh, that was nasty.
well, that's pretty gross.
Miralax didn't work for you? I don't know what Miralax is.
Makes you shit.
Sounds like a laxative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, freaking. Yeah, you've been in places that you insisted you stand. Yeah, that's how I was in that place. I mean, I sat, but like right on the very edge of the chair, and I held my arms in like this so I wouldn't touch anything around it.
Holy shit, Miss Lux. She said, I once helped a friend clean his living room. I used a hoe to scrape the shit. It was nasty.
Yeah, I've seen several
Hoarders are like that, yeah, where they just go wherever the hell. Or like there isn't even a working toilet. They just put it in jugs of whatever.
Yeah, it's gross. It's like, how do you live in that?
Well, I guess, a part of it's mental illness, but I wonder if the other part of it isn't that they don't have enough money to fix.
Like the stuff over here at this trailer. Where the hell did they have all this stuff before? Before they moved in here.
Right.
And where are they going to put it now? He said, well, we're getting a storage place tomorrow, which means today. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
do you know what I think your friend who owns that place next to you? I think you should just tell her, get rid of it.
Just sell it. Sell it
for
cheap and get rid of it. Take the loss.
All she has to do is go in there, clean all that shit out, get it looking reasonable, smelling nice, and tell her to sell it. End of.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And this is the second renter she's had. And the first renter wasn't any better.
No.
But at least they finally moved out on their own. Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that, because I wouldn't have seen you. Hi, Alice.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Alice.
everybody.
How's it going?
Going good.
Yay.
I finally caught you when I'm home.
Oh, they were. Well, the girl that stays there, her car was there just a little bit ago, and now it's gone. Yeah, I turned my security cam to face that way. Did that last night.
Good to see you, Alice.
Yeah, good to see everybody too.
You got your yellow glasses on today instead of your red ones?
Yep. I can't find the red ones. I don't know where I put them.
All right.
Yeah, so this.
Oh, hold on. I have maintenance guy coming over.
Okay.
Let's see if I mute you.
Oh, I didn't know that. Jamie is Mike Stevens on a sock account.
Oh.
That's new. I did not know that until just now. A hoarder moved into one room where I was renting too. The piles of stuff blocked the door. They had to take out the window to empty it. Filled 2 big containers. It's crazy. Oh my! That's like when I was last year during Pride, I went to the Motel 6 that's right at the transit center.
Yeah.
And there was somebody there in the bottom half of it that was literally living there at a Motel 6. Okay, you're living at a Motel 6, paying their nightly rate. I don't understand why somebody doesn't get an apartment.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was cheaper.
Oh, Alice, where you go?
Well, Silver, when you're going to say things like that and offend people, then...
What did I say to offend anybody?
Well, you said you don't know about someone living in a Motel 6, and maybe she lives in one or has lived in one.
She doesn't live in one. You can see her house in the background of her. No,
She probably either pressed the wrong button or she's
Or the connection is bad.
or chatting with the person who come to the house.
There she is. What happened?
Oh, I had maintenance guy come in, so he's going to be fixing my outlet.
What's wrong with your outlets?
I don't know. The one that I usually use for my coffee pot is just blew up, so I need a new one.
Oh no!
Oh wow. Well, I wonder if it just threw a breaker.
No, they checked everything, so he's just changing the outlet, the plug itself.
Lots of people live in the Motel 6 monthly rates. Yeah, but it's still too expensive. You could get an apartment for much cheaper. Well, I don't understand. But and that one room that he was living in, the Motel 6 dude, was trashed. Just trashed.
Yeah.
It was
A lot of them can't rent because they don't have
Collateral.
credit. Yeah,
credit or bad rental histories.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're
That
running.
should- I think
Maybe
that
they're
should
running
roll-
from the law like Silver.
I think that should roll over to hotels and stuff too.
I think so too.
That if you have a bad rental history and you trash your apartments, I think that all hotels should know about it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
What are they going to do, though? Tell every hotel in the country about you?
yeah, I would. I would just put out a mass email.
You know how big,
At least
that email would be?
at least to the state. To all of them in the state.
That would be a big ass email.
No, the email itself wouldn't be big ass. It would just be the addresses.
As it
Some
goes,
big landlords want good tenants with a decent credit score and stable income. Yeah, but then they don't rent to those people, though.
Well,
yeah.
you
Like
got to take what you can get.
Like the property two doors down here, they could rent it for to somebody for like major money, but they don't. They charge pittance, and then we get the crap that like that dog that screeches, and they're all Mexican, so I imagine that ICE is gonna find them sooner or later.
Well, if you call on the dog, then they'll find them.
The dog, even when they take the dog with them, they put the dog in the bed of the truck, right? And they drive down the street. The dog is yeah all the way down the street. It's like, damn.
Sounds like a stupid dog.
Or stupid owners that don't know how to train it to stop.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the one that leaves the light on for you. It is. Some people have poor saving habits, easier to pay as you go.
I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6.
Huh?
Said, hi, I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you.
Mass just shut down some of the hotels that were being used to house immigrants, and boy, did they leave a mess. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Living in a tent is cheaper. Yes, it is. No rent.
Ta-da!
No rent, no electricity bill, no water bill, no garbage bill, no sewer, no nothing. You're good. The studio is over $1,000. 1 and 2 bedrooms are between $2,000 and $4,000 a month.
$1,000 for a shitty little studio.
Jeez.
Even more in New York.
But that's crazy prices.
25 years ago, my friend, I think he paid like $300 a month for a studio.
Yeah, see, the one thing I like about Washington is that my trust will increase every year going off the cost of living increase in Seattle, not here. So I like that. That's a wonderful thing. In Phoenix, it's the same. You got high rent in Phoenix too. God dang, it's ridiculous. I mean, I remember when I used to pay rent, it was like $500. That's it. Who are you typing to?
Typing in a lyric that I want to look up.
You have a loud keyboard.
Well, it's right now, it's right next to my microphone. That's why.
Ah.
Because I don't have like a microphone stand. I have it propped up on a cardboard box.
You were born in Seattle? Me too. At Providence Hospital.
Wasn't there a show called Providence? Oh, she's gone again.
Alice, what do you keep doing?
Keeps phasing in and out of Wonderland.
Apparently. So happy, have no mortgages on 2 homes and regular monthly bills. Nice. I don't have a mortgage on this house. I paid for it outright. And the land. I don't have a mortgage on the land or my house.
Oh.
Even renting 1 room in a shared home is $700 to $800 here. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Yet houses aren't that expensive.
Mm.
It's weird. Oh, the maintenance needs to talk to her about the. How do you know? How do you know this, Savvy? How do you know all this? This is weird. You were born at Children's Hospital on April 23rd, 1985. I was born in Providence on May 29th, 1958.
69 right here.
1963.
I'm just
Well,
assuming.
that's a
Oh,
good-
okay. Could you state it like a fact? And I'm just like, how the hell did you know? Is she on another line on you or something? What's going on? You were born in 64. Cheryl was born in 69. I'm waiting for the maintenance guy to finish the plug repair. Savvy said you needed to talk to her. He needed to talk to you about the outlet.
If she says she did, then Savvy's not real.
I was
But
born in 19. I think you're born in like 19. I'm going to say
I'll say 50s.
52. 1952.
I'll
That's
say
what I'm saying.
50. I'll say 54. So
Oh,
I
you're
like
trying
either.
to be
I
nice.
I'm going to say 48.
like.
1948?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
just
know.
like even numbers.
I said 52. That's an even number.
Yeah, I know, but I used to live at number 4, so I'd choose 4.
Oh, that was close.
1947.
Oh, wow. Shit.
Yeah, my mum, she was born in 1933.
My mom was born in 1926.
Oh my word!
Mine was born in 48.
My dad was born in 23.
Wow.
I know. It's crazy.
You know that like 23 years earlier, there were still like outlaws in the Old West and shit.
I know. That's
Like-
just crazy.
Yeah, like telegraph lines were starting to come around, and like it was just the beginning of cities. And
Your
Yeah.
oldest was born in 69. My oldest was born in 79. And then my youngest was born in 87.
Jamie says I look 45.
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you talking dog years or what here? Because he does not look 45. Holy crap.
I appreciate that though.
If I shaved my beard, I might look young.
No, it's Jamie. It's Jamie. The Jamie was just Jamie. Just Jamie is Mike Stevens. But Jamie Norwood is Jamie Norwood. So there's 2 Jamies in my chat right now.
Yeah.
So You just got to figure out which is which. You have no idea when your mom was born. She's been celebrating 29 for many, 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 many years.
Well, my great uncle was 18 years old when he died because he was born on leap year, February.
Oh, wow. Yeah, March 29th or 28th?
So that's
No, February 29th.
February.
isn't that like a birthday every 4 years or something?
Yeah. So when he died, he was only 18 years old, technically.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Yes,
My
Jamie
friends
Lee.
got married on that day too.
Who did?
My friends, I remember it was right in 2020 when COVID had just hit.
Right.
And I didn't even know that's what I had. And I felt like I still, for like a week, I felt like shit. And I was supposed to go to their wedding. And that morning I was like, there's no way I could go to this, you know. And then by noon, I felt better. And I made it to their wedding by like 3 o'clock. I had to drive a couple states over to get to it.
Oof.
And I was doing 100 the whole way. It was fucking ridiculous.
Ah.
I
Did
mean,
you only get a birthday cake every 4 years?
in Minecraft.
Thanks very much.
Now, usually when people are born on leap year, they celebrate the day before or the day after, like March 1st. March 1st or February 27th.
Mm-hmm.
So usually, unless you're one of those that want to just celebrate it on your actual birthday, well then you're only going to get a birthday cake or a party or whatever once every 4 years.
That's cool.
So I don't know. I don't know if he only got it every 4 years or not, but if my birthday was on leap year, I would definitely celebrate it the day before. Screw it. Silver looks. Oh, I love you too.
I don't think it matters which day you celebrate it on, as far as like the astrological signs go, because I know that my uncle or great uncle was a Pisces.
Gemini.
No. Maybe he was a Cancer. I don't know. I can't remember. I think he was a Pisces though.
Well, that's a Cancer would be in June.
Yeah, he was a Pisces.
Pisces. Okay.
Oh no, here we go again. Bloody Pisces.
Your niece was born 2/29. She celebrated day before and day after. Oh, well, there you go. My next life, I want to be a leap year baby. I appreciate it, Jamie. Thank you. I know I don't act 67 or feel 67.
No,
I
don't.
I really don't.
I think as long as you got good health and you're doing okay.
It's like when people say act your age. I'm like, no. No, I don't. Well, you want me to get a cane and I don't get it. No, I don't want to act my age.
Well, if somebody said to me act your age, you know what I mean, then I would just cause fucking havoc.
I don't know.
My adopted mum just turned 69.
Oh, wow.
That's a bit of a mouthful.
Adopted mom.
Yeah, adopted in quotes, meaning it's just a really good friend that she considers.
Yeah, I know, but
adopted mom.
You know,
act your shoe size. No, my shoe size is 7. You want me to act like a little kid?
9.5.
I'll tell you what, I haven't heard that saying for a long time, and that's a UK saying as well. Act your age, not your shoe size.
It's not a tongue twister.
Yeah.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
Ouch.
How can a what? Do where?
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
I haven't got a clue.
It's just a tongue twister.
Yeah, kind of like Theophilus Thistle, the successful thistle sifter.
I like that. I never heard one before. Yeah.
I learned that one as a little kid. Theophilus Thistle, the successful thistle
Thistle
sifter.
sifter. Okay.
If you say it really fast, you get all tongue-tied.
Savvy said it's something to do with the Toys R Us.
We don't want to grow up. Yeah, that must be it. I'm getting bugs.
Yeah, I've got my window open.
You really need. You should go get some screens and put them on your window. Then that way you can have your windows open and you don't have to worry about bugs coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would be too convenient, wouldn't it?
I like killing things. I'm sorry. I like seeing them when you whack them with this bat and then they bounce all over the bat. It's great. But then it stinks really bad.
It's not a bat, it's a paddle.
What is it, electric or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. The only problem is if you get something quite...
I agree. Spectrum can suck it.
But if you get something quite big, it stinks really bad when you electrocute.
Got a million toys at Toys R Us that you can play with. Yes, that's the song. I know. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Except I did not like Toys R Us when I was a kid.
What?
I didn't like it. There was too many damn kids in there.
Yeah.
I didn't like going there. That's like Chuck E. Cheese.
I used to like going there back in the days of like the PlayStation 2, I think, or PlayStation 1, because they had video games, and that was the only reason. Oh, and I bought a Ouija board at Toys R Us.
The older I get, the more I dislike a lot of people. Me too. Oh my God, especially kids. I hate kids. Kids away from me.
Yeah, man, they're just annoying.
That's why it's my big paddle.
They are. They're annoying as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Willie.
Willie! Hello! I've been driving, but hey. Alrighty then.
I've been driving, but hey.
I'm getting notifications up the yang here. There we go. Stop it. Stop it. Now you guys all remember that this Friday is going to start at 2:00 instead of 1:00 because, or 2:00 my time instead of 1:00 my time.
Amethyst, no, I honestly believe we don't get those beetles, as far as I know. Amethyst just asked me if we get Palo Verde beetles. And I would imagine they would stink really bad when you electrocute them.
Oh, God, yeah.
That would smell pretty bad. It's pretty awful when you get a big moth and you attack it and it just bounces all over the bat from being electrocuted. It stinks so bad.
When Jessica F was really young, she worked at a Toys R Us and we were required to play a certain amount of the day. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I know I had a friend that worked at Chuck E. Cheese, and when you're in the Chuck E. Cheese or any of the other character outfits, you can't be yourself. You can't talk. You have to not talk at all.
Stay in character.
Yeah, you have to stay in character, no matter what. That's same as Disney. Disney's the same way.
See what I can do, Cleo. You know, I'll have to look around.
You can't wear your Disney costume outside of your work. Outside of Disney.
Oh.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
Because it's a Disney thing. They won't allow them to be worn anywhere else.
What, the costume?
Yeah. Like if you go there and you are Winnie the Pooh, you can't wear that Winnie the Pooh outside of the park.
Well, that's because, you know, get all shit faced and be wearing the costume and
Yeah.
misrepresent the company, you know?
Possibly. Disney's filled with pedos. Yes, it is.
Oh man.
Google those. What are they called? Hello.
What, the
Hello
PV
Verde.
Beatles?
Hello Verde beetles.
Salsa Beatles.
Oh, apparently we do get them in the UK.
Oh.
Oh crap! They're huge.
What is it called?
Palo Verde. PALOVERDE.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, those suckers.
They're native to southwestern United States and northern Mexico.
Ew.
Why are they in the UK then? Somebody brought one over. Or brought a couple of them over.
Mhm.
Most of them, but yeah.
God.
They're harmless to humans, although they'll bite if provoked.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a common black beetle with a metallic purple sheen found in various habitats, including those near solar parks.
It says, first of all, eating a Palo Verde beetle won't hurt a dog. In fact, their natural predators include a very close relative to dogs, coyotes. Other predators include bobcats, roadrunners, and owls, skunks, coatimundis, and bears. Enjoy munching on the insect in its larval form.
Blech.
Oh my god! I just see a picture of one.
Yeah, they're gross.
I haven't seen one of them over here yet with a big.
And that's
old
an adult hand. That's an adult hand, people. That is not a kid's hand.
Imagine one of those things the size of, like a large dog or a deer or something.
Can
Ew.
you show us, Silver? Because I think I'm looking at the same thing. I'm
There
not
you
sure.
go.
Oh, one of them. Oh no, I don't think I've seen one of them yet. They're crazy
You would
big,
know it
aren't
if
they?
you saw that thing.
They're crazy big.
I mean, that's an adult hand here.
Yeah, it's a big fucker.
That's ridiculous.
I hate those things.
Yeah, I think
They're
we get stag
scary.
beetles.
I don't know.
Check out stag beetles, Silver.
Check out what?
Stag beetles.
Stag beetles?
Yeah.
Why are we looking at bugs?
Oh.
The stag beetles aren't as big. They're
They
big,
live-
but they got that big pincher on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, they last for at least 3 or 4 years, depending on factors such as temperature, periods of very cold weather, blah, blah, blah.
Oops, what the hell? Hang on, let me get this. There we go. Share screen. This is the stag beetle. Look at those pinchers.
Yeah.
That'd give you a nasty nip
Ugh.
for sure.
Like little blades.
They're crazy, aren't they, Alice?
Yeah. Yuck.
God, I can't even imagine.
James said bug lives matter.
Bug lives matter.
Savvy Bear says, I wonder why they're stag beetles. They're all dudes.
I don't know, but they're gross.
I know what Cheryl M is talking about with the stink beetles.
Mhm.
You cannot kill them in your house because it releases a scent. No, but it releases a scent and that attracts other stink beetles and they will come back like year after year.
Yep.
You gotta
Oh.
grab it and throw it outside or flush it down the toilet or something. You don't
Like
wanna
a
spill
desert
a
ghost
lot.
said, attach a firecracker to that bug, light the firecracker, and run.
Yep.
Well, first of all, you'd have to touch the beetle to attach a firecracker to it.
Not necessarily. Just put a little super glue on one side of it, and
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, super glue and stick it to a rocket.
yeah,
Yeah, a
Send
rocket
it
would be better than a firecracker.
send it to
Go
space.
to
The most glorious thing.
space.
Well, I would aim it like that way instead of straight up. Because if it goes straight up, it's got to come down.
Hmm.
Ugh, gross. Nasty, 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 nasty.
Yep.
Oh, another thing that I found that I'm going to start putting in prize boxes is these things. These eggs.
Oh.
Got them
Oh,
in
what is that? A Fabergé egg?
No, it's a dragon egg.
Ooh, nice.
And what's
Open
inside it?
No, they're really cool too. The dragons, they're really
What
cool.
is it? Oh, are they those plastic things that move around? Yeah.
They don't move. They don't move. They just hang.
Well, I mean, they're flexible, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were 3D printed.
Yeah. I've seen those
Ooh.
on Temu.
I say that's what you can do with 3D printing nowadays is
I know,
crazy.
it's crazy.
There's this thing that I have. It looks like a dragon, and you fold the paper a certain way, and when you walk by this dragon, it looks like it's turning its head to follow you in 3D.
Oh,
But-
wow.
Oh wow!
It's just because of the way the paper is folded that it makes it look like it's doing that.
Well,
Wow.
I've seen
I made
those where it's one face when you're looking at it one way, and then you
Yeah,
move
that's
to the
the
side, it's a
different one.
completely different face or something.
Yeah.
What do they call that? That's can't think of the
I have
name
no
of it.
idea. Some 3D printers have gotten into the wrong hands. Like who?
Oh, I
Well,
can imagine. You can make gun
Like the
parts.
people who make the plastic guns and
Yeah.
those
You
ghost
can
guns.
only do like one shot and then it's
I
done.
would be afraid to shoot a plastic gun.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I would be.
I'd be afraid that it would, number one, melt the plastic, and number two, it would explode in your hand.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I don't want to a 3D printed gun. That would be odd.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Luigi Mangione allegedly had a 3D printed gun.
Did he?
Yeah.
In his home, right?
No, that he used
Whoa.
For what?
for shooting the CEO in the back. He killed the CEO from
Oh, that
United
guy.
Healthcare.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any Komodo dragons, Desert Goat.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah, those things are nasty. Their mouths are just full of disease
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poison.
because they eat dead carcasses that's been rotting for
Yeah.
horrible.
Yes.
And they can
I'll
run
tell
up
you.
to 35 miles an hour, I think.
I watch a guy who 3D prints parts for his engines,
Oh, yeah.
just the plastic parts, not nothing that.
Oh,
like
I was gonna
the-
say, how does he do that? I mean, how do they not
No.
melt?
It's just like the plastic parts for like putting
Like the
hoses
plastic
on.
cover to the like the plastic cover to the alternator and shit like that.
Yeah, and just like T pieces for hoses and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, those kind of parts aren't going to be expensive. It'd be more expensive to run your 3D printer for those.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just cool. What you can you can make
I
tools
mean,
out
those
of
little
it.
tiny parts are going to be like nothing.
Yeah,
But you got to run that 3D printer for a couple hours at least to make the part.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost you more to make it than it does to just go buy it.
I don't know how much it costs to run a 3D printer. I really don't know.
I don't know either. Your neighbor, Shirley Canella, mouth is full of disease too. Ew.
Ugh. Well, that's pretty gross.
Yuck.
Oh my word.
God,
you do?
can you imagine?
Would you use a catapult to feed her medication?
Ugh, God.
Just tell her to open her mouth.
Can you imagine her? Can you imagine her breath?
Ew.
It smell like death.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Hi, Shifty.
Hi, Shifty love. How's it
Hey,
going?
darling.
Hi, Shifty.
She's so cute. Even though
Yeah.
I've never seen her, I don't know what she looks like, but
No.
she just sounds cute.
Yeah. There was. I can't remember what it was, but there was something I was going to ask her to say because it would suit her down to the ground, but I can't think of it now.
Oh.
Man.
Hmm.
I don't know. Can't wait for Pride this weekend.
Nice.
It'll be fun. I think it's just right now, so far, it's just me and my grandson going.
All right.
Where
Your
to?
daughter's
Pride.
Oh, cool.
Oregon's Pride is at the end of July instead of June
I
because
see.
Oregon, it rains in June. So they didn't want rain on the parade. So they decided to move it to July.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. So our Pride lasts from June to July,
That's
which is
good.
great.
Yeah.
but
I love Pride.
they just changed it for the weather because it normally rain in.
Oh, and I
certain-
imagine we're going to have, this time we'll actually have protesters.
Oh,
Those,
Oh.
I like those. I like the protesters. They're funny. They are so offended by everything. They are. They're absolutely offended by anything and everything. Gavin Newsom says Trump is a son of a bitch. Way to go, Gavin. Yeah, they just voted on that, whether or not to release the Epstein files. Every single Republican said no. Every single Republican. What does that tell you?
Yep.
Okay, number one, they obviously it exists, right? Because they voted on whether to release it. So it obviously exists. So they have lied to you on whether or not it exists or not. They kept saying, well, no, it doesn't exist. Or, yeah, well, it did. No, they're not getting released. It's not getting released. They voted on it. Every single Republican voted no on it. Every single Republican. Democrats voted yes, but no. Every Republican voted no. Why? Why do you suppose that they voted not to release the Epstein files? Who do you think is in the Epstein files the most?
Trump.
Donald J. Trump. He's in the Epstein files the most. That's why he doesn't want it released.
Yep.
Yep.
What? Epstein isn't a pedophile. He's a phebophile. What's a what? What's a phebophile?
I have
heard
no
that.
idea. Phebophile, not a clue.
It's actually EPHE, bophilia, is the primary sexual interest in mid to late adolescence, generally ages 15 to 19, and showing Tanner stages 4 to 5 of physical development. I don't know what that means, but he's still gross. He's still he was
Yeah.
still trafficking kids.
Yeah.
Yep. And he got what he deserved.
Young post-pubescent females are kids.
Yeah.
Those are classified as kids. Anything under the age of 18 is a kid.
As a child.
Yep.
It's a child.
Yep.
Absolutely savvy.
Yeah, he was a groomer. And that girl, you know why they did this vote? Because the girl that is doing 20 years in prison right now for helping Epstein,
Yeah.
she told Trump already, either release it or I'm talking. I'm going to tell him everything.
Oh,
And she knows who's on that list.
yeah.
Yeah, Maxwell is ready to speak. Yep.
Well, what's his name? Elon Musk says that he knows all about the list, and
Yeah.
Joe
yet-
Rogan said he knew like 10 names on the list.
Catch you later,
and
Miss
yet-
Luck. You take care.
Have a good one, Miss Luck. And yet, they tried to say that it didn't exist. And everybody's just like, what?
It's kind of like
Everybody
UFOs.
across the world, everybody is just like, you're stupid. Of course it exists.
It's kind of like UFOs.
Yeah. Elvis would be on the list if he would have lived. Maybe. I don't know. Was Elvis into kids?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, he did have a young girlfriend, I think, that he married.
Priscilla?
Hey, Jennifer.
Oh yeah. Right. Priscilla was young.
How old was she when they got married?
I think she was like 16
6
or
months.
13 or something.
How old was Priscilla when she met Elvis? She was 14 when she met Elvis.
Yeah.
He was
Nice one,
24.
Ooh,
Oh my.
How old was Priscilla when she slept with Elvis?
39.
It doesn't say. She said she insisted that she never had sex with Elvis when the pair first met. When she was 14. The late icon was 24 when he first met his future wife in Germany in 1959. While the pair married 7 years later in 1967 when she was 21.
Savvy Bear says she was barely 18 when they were married. Joe DeFi
Well,
said
they were married 7
Jerry Lee
years
Lewis.
after 14, so that would be 21. She was 21 when they got married. And then she was 22 when she had Lisa Marie.
Yeah, Joe DeFi said like Jerry Lee Lewis, same thing.
Yeah, he started courting her at 14, but he didn't marry her until she was 21. Yeah, she looked young. Yeah, she looked young. Well, you got to consider that was back in the 60s, 50s, and 60s.
Well, what about
very
Jimmy?
different era.
What about Jimmy Page with Laurie Maddox?
What about Jerry Lee Lewis?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's
Jerry Lee Lewis married a 13-year-old.
that's one that everybody talks about, but you don't hear about Jimmy Page too often. Nobody gives him shit for that, you know.
Yeah, Jerry married his cousin, 13-year-old cousin.
If that ain't an inbred waiting to happen, I don't know what is.
Who was the love of Jimmy Page's life? Scarlett Sabet.
Huh?
Scarlett Sabet.
No, type in the young one. Type in Laurie Maddox, Maddox, I think. or what.
Lori?
Yeah, Lori.
Lori Maddox. She's 32.
What now?
Yeah, apparently.
What? That can't be
No,
the same
because-
person.
Lori Maddox, sometimes known as Lori Maddox,
Oh my god.
or Lori Lightning, is an American former child model and baby groupie of the 1970s.
Yeah.
As of November 2015, she is a partner and buyer for the Glam Boutique in West Hollywood. Oh, she's 66. Okay.
Yeah. It just says 32 pictures of Lori Maddox.
Yeah. But it doesn't say anything about Jimmy Page.
Well, there's a picture of him right next to her, and he looks like he's all fucked up on heroin.
Yep. It does. But she doesn't. It doesn't say anything about her and Jimmy Page. Let's see. Back here.
Savvy Bear said Celine
Here we
Dion
go.
met her husband when she was 12. He was her manager.
It says,
Then.
yeah, at the age of 13, Maddox began frequenting clubs on the Sunset Strip in West Hollywood with her friend Sable Starr. Particularly the Rainbow Bar and Grill, Whiskey A Go-Go, and the Bingenheimer's English Disco. In June of 72, the members of Led Zeppelin were in LA for their North American tour. While there, Maddox met 28-year-old guitarist Jimmy Page for the first time at the Hyatt Hotel where the band was staying. According to Maddox, 2015 interview with Thrillist, Page approached Maddox and introduced himself by the hotel's pool. Later that evening, the band's manager, Peter Grant, spotted Maddox and her groupie friends at the Rainbow Bar and Grill. He insisted she come with him. A limo then drove her back to the Hyatt to meet with Page in his room. A 2009 interview, Maddox claimed she lost her virginity to Page during that encounter.
Whoa.
That was the beginning. This was the beginning of her sexual romantic relationship with Page, despite being 14.
Whoa.
California's age of sexual consent was 18 at the time and still is. Because of this, according to Rolling Stone, Page feared charges of statutory rape and went to great lengths to hide his association with Maddox.
Oh.
I wonder what the statute of limitation is on statute.
Well, that was like 50 years ago, so probably. Yeah.
Well, there's no statute of limitations on murder.
No?
So I wonder if there's a statute. Let's look. Is there a
I mean, even if there is, what's a statue going to do to him, you know?
Yeah, because how old is the dude now?
Well, Jimmy Page has got to be in his 70s.
Yeah.
Definitely 70s. I would say he's like 76, probably the same age as Ozzy. Ozzy had his final show, and I thought it was kind of sad because
It says that yes, there are statutes of limitations for statutory rape, but they're often extended or have different start dates for minors. In many states, the statute of limitations clock for child sex abuse doesn't start ticking until the victim reaches the age of 18 or if the crime is reported. Some states also have exceptions for DNA evidence, which can pause or extend the time to prosecute.
plus you got to factor in the fact that she's not saying that it was involuntary, you know?
That wouldn't make
Oh,
a
yeah,
difference.
'cause that-
Statutory rape, statutory rape. There's no such thing as consent.
Oh, really?
Wow.
You have to be the age of consent, and she was not.
Yeah.
Well,
She was
she's the one that went to the clubs, though, and she
yeah?
dated David Bowie and Mick Jagger in addition to Jimmy Page. So, I mean,
Wow.
yeah.
A lot of pedophiles are also into animals, into bestiality.
Oh,
What?
lovely.
What?
I've never heard that
Wait, what?
pedophiles are into animals.
Yeah, because animals don't squeal, you know, at least not in the sense of reporting you to the police.
Child cannot consent. Right. You were listening while you were frying up bacon? Mmm.
Oh, bacon, bacon.
I'm making a frozen pizza.
Making bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes. Making bacon pancakes.
Augie,
Bacon, 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 bacon. I love Augie. I love Augie.
you should
Yeah.
get one.
My cat would probably love it.
With
Yeah.
with
Your
a
cat-
spoon.
You
My
gotta be,
cat would go, oh, dinner. Yay.
yeah, right. Making birdie pancakes, birdie pancakes.
John's.
I love that bird. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Roman, Plantiki? I think you mean Roman Polanski.
Oh, Savvy, how dare you say that about our Jimmy?
Yeah, that's true. Very true, Savvy.
Jimmy
He was.
Savile? I don't know who Jimmy Savile is. I've heard of Gary Glitter.
Jimmy Savile, he was a freaking
Savile?
yeah.
He was
a pedophile.
he had a show, and it was mainly little kids that were on the show, and yeah.
They put him away.
Oh Lord!
No, I don't think that is true, Jamie. I wouldn't know.
He's dead anyway. He died. Oh wow! He died. He was born October 31st. He was born on Halloween. He died. He died October 29th.
Whoa!
Like 2 days before his birthday.
Our Jimmy.
Yeah.
His name was Sir James. He was a sir.
Yeah.
How the hell did he get?
Because he was one of the most popular freaking TV show hosts in the UK at the time, I think.
Holy crap! Well, can't they take that away? Can't they take your knighthood away?
Well, maybe not.
No, I think they can, but obviously, they obviously didn't know what was going on with him. I would guess, but
Wow.
I watched the whole documentary on the guy. What was the name of the show, Howie? Wasn't it something about like you drew a picture or something and he would do something with it?
No, I thought it was Jim will fix it.
Yeah, right. And what was it? He would the kids would write in a problem that they had. Yeah.
Oh, he's dead now. He died at age 84.
Good.
Yeah, Jim will fix it, all right.
Now I got to find out if you can retain your knighthood. That's weird. Can the queen or the king?
That wouldn't surprise me, Cheryl.
Knighthood.
He did?
No, I'm asking.
No, I'm saying about corpses.
Yes, a British monarch can revoke or forfeit a knighthood, although it's typically done on the advice of a committee and the prime minister, not unilaterally.
Oh, hello, pussycat.
Forfeiture process is used when a knight's conduct is deemed to have brought the honors system into disrepute.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah. She's got those blue eyes.
Yeah.
Just like, Silver. Just like Silver wishes she had, because she has hazel eyes.
No, I have gray eyes.
Oh, look at, she's so cute.
That's what blows me away about his description. He's standing right in front of me while he's writing this description.
Yeah, right. Like, who the fuck was he looking at?
I know. What the fuck?
I'm surprised the cop said, didn't say, is this you?
And, well, I'm standing there, right there, and they said that's why he didn't put a fine on there. He says, because I know you.
Did he ask
What? What is it, Toichi? I didn't hear you.
He didn't ask you for your ID?
No.
No, he knew me. He knew who I was.
I was listening to her talking to the cop. So, yeah, he said, no.
He didn't ask for my ID at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. He knows I don't do anything crazy.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
They know me. They know me from Crazy Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that. That's getting clipped because you just said they know me from Crazy Woman, like you're the crazy woman.
No, they know me from my crazy neighbor.
I know, because they've probably been out there.
They came out here so many times, although I never, ever, I've never called the cops.
That's good.
Here, except for one time, I called a wellness check on Crazy Woman because her dog was barking in her house, and he doesn't normally do that.
Yeah.
Hi, Northwest. How you
And he
going?
was like, bark, 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 crazy, crazy bark. And I thought, oh God, is she in there dead or what?
Well,
So I called a wellness check. They just checked around her house, looked in her windows and shit, and they didn't see her at all in there.
not to sound cold, but why would you care if she was
Hi,
dead or not?
Northwest.
The same reason that I cared when the fires were here and I was offering to give her a ride to somewhere safe.
Well, that's different.
Even though everything she did to me, I was going to offer to give her a ride to safety.
And then you would have ended up punching each other in the head while you're driving at 80 miles an hour on the highway.
Well, she turned it down. She didn't want to have nothing to do with me.
That's because you're one of them.
Northwest said,
One of those LGBTQTF plus minus.
LGBTQ.
Right.
Plus.
yeah,
She don't have
Northwest
nothing to
said
do with
it's been
this.
3 years since I've been here.
I just dropped something.
What?
I hope it wasn't your uterus.
Ah.
No, it was not. Hey, Northwest First Amendment. Hello.
Yeah, he said it's been 3 years since I've been here.
Oh my gosh.
That's a
Where
long
you
time.
been? Where you been? I mean, come on. I'm in the Northwest.
Yeah. Northwest said I would stink up the neighborhood.
It would stink up the neighborhood, not he would.
Well, whatever.
Well, whatever. That's a big difference. Well, hello and welcome back.
Yes,
Good to have you back.
absolutely. Oh, look at that cat.
Welcome back.
Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty.
It's like no F's given, just sat there
She's
and
giving,
just enjoying herself.
gosh, leave me alone.
Yeah, that's a
He's
beautiful cat though.
You're going to opt out of the
Thank
hose
you.
fight. What hose fight?
Thank you.
Knowing you, you'll tip me out of your wheelchair. No, I wouldn't. I don't do that kind of stuff. What are you doing, Toilet Beard?
I'm scratching. This is the first time I've ever had a beard like this, and it itches sometimes.
Yeah, when mine gets like that and it itches, then it comes off, and I'm just
Mm.
growing it.
Well, no, I mean, it used to be that way with a goatee, too, but then you get used to it after a while, and
Yeah.
so it's just a matter of ignoring it for the most part. But
That's why she didn't want the neighbors dead next door. Starts thinking,
Oh, right.
yeah. Well, see, that's I didn't know. I wasn't sure why the dog was barking. I didn't know. I thought she was maybe hurt, or she fell and she couldn't get up or something.
fuck her.
But she didn't.
Oh,
She
shit.
wasn't. She was in court. That's why she wasn't home.
Yeah. Of course.
Silver, read Northwest's comment.
Yeah, I just beat a wrongful conviction in Idaho. They gave you 10 years, took 3 to get my appeal to the Supreme Court. Oh my God. Well, congratulations.
Yeah,
Mm.
holy crap.
Hi, resident.
That's crazy.
Want to come help me with this one? I'm not convicted yet.
Wait,
Wow. That was
Sorry.
a heck of a hiccup.
Yeah. Well, I'm drinking Cabernet Sauvignon.
Ah.
oh, dishwater.
I don't know what that is. That
It's a
wine?
red wine. Yeah, it's a red
Oh.
wine. It's making me hiccup.
I say my friend, he used to make his own wine, and he said, "Try this. Tell me what you really think." And I tried this red wine, and oh my God, it was fruity. It
Yeah.
was delicious.
Really?
no,
Yeah,
nope.
I made Merlot once. I made 24 bottles, and I was giving them away, and and I don't know. It was
Obviously,
okay. It wasn't like super strong though. You know, that's what I wanted was something very, very strong. But
that was when I used to drink though. But yeah, it was gorgeous.
That's gross.
Really fruity.
Nope. I've only drank wine once, and I puked it up. So that was the end of my wine.
yeah, that's not throwing up wine is not a friendly puke either. It's full of acid and it burns and
It's gross. Yes.
yeah.
But I puked into a towel
Oh God.
because I couldn't move.
Where were you?
Sitting on a bed at my house,
Oh.
the house I grew up in.
Hmm.
My brother was having a party, and somebody brought wine, and I grabbed a gallon jug, slung it over my shoulder, and
Oh, that was that time.
yeah,
I'll say you soon know straight away when something doesn't agree with your stomach because, or straight away your stomach's sort of like doing shit, and you no, this ain't good. Toilet time.
oh, I start my saliva kicks in.
When it starts rumbling, when your
And,
stomach starts rumbling and making
and I
noise.
start having to swallow every 3 seconds
Oh yeah, yeah.
because my saliva is going in overtime right now at that point. And then I know what's happening, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
God. So,
Savvy, why don't you shut up? All right, I'm not a wino.
shut up, Savvy.
Yeah. For Jesus, for Christ's sake, you know.
Smells like rotten fruit. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
You're watching Supernatural?
Oh, I like
I've
that.
never seen it. I've never seen it.
That's actually a good show, at least in the beginning, but then it goes on way too long.
Yeah, it did. I agree with you there.
Mm.
Oh, don't swallow the spit. It makes you puke. No, I have to keep swallowing. And it'll go away after a while, after I keep swallowing.
Mine was like that, but mine did make me sick, and there's like, oh, that's not good. It's coming up soon, so off to go and drive the porcelain bus.
Ooh.
I've been wrapped around the porcelain throne. I don't want to ever do that again. That was awful. But that was not wine. That was tequila.
Ah, yeah.
Well, with age comes wisdom, they say.
That's not true.
Yeah, huh? I don't drink. I don't drink anything at all.
Yeah.
I drink no alcohol
do
at all because I learned my lesson.
Yeah, nor do I.
Well, I still drink, but I know exactly how much to do without, like making myself in physical distress,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
what do they say? You got to know
moderation.
Man's got to know his limits, his limitations.
Yes.
Yeah, Savvy said 15 seasons was too long. Yes, definitely.
I don't know.
Was that Supernatural? Yeah.
Supernatural. I've never seen it.
It was a very good show, though, especially if you get the references. Like they make references to musical groups a lot. Like they pretend to be FBI agents, and they'll say their names are like Hetfield and Hammett, like from Metallica, or like Crosby and Stills, or Detective Crosby and Detective
Stills, Nash and Young.
Yeah, shit like that. They would just use stupid rock and roll names like Tyler and Perry. Joe Perry, Steven Tyler.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I have no horror stories of MD 2120. I didn't like it. I tasted it and I didn't like it. So there's no horror stories of that.
What's MD 2020?
Mad Dog. It's
Mad Dog.
The cheapest wine you can get.
Yep. Mad Dog 2020. That's what it is.
It's called a fortified wine, which means that it has like malt liquor in it to fucking make it stronger.
It's gross.
I had it once.
When I used to drink,
the MD did not mean Mad Dog. That's just what everybody called it, but it was actually Mogan David.
Oh.
I I didn't know that.
Mogan
Yeah,
David.
that's who produces it. Is
Wow.
Mogan David.
It was just called Mad
2020 was
Dog.
the 2020 was originally intended to represent 20 ounces of at 20% alcohol by volume, though current versions do not adhere to these specifications.
Right.
And it was founded in 1933.
Good grief.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, I tried champagne once when I used to drink, and I couldn't see what was so good about it. It's foul.
I like
It's
I
just
like it.
sparkling
It's-
wine. It's just sparkling
weak.
wine. That's all it
It's
is.
it's
I'd
freaking
rather
weak.
drink sparkling water.
I used to do champagne slammers. Those were fun.
What the hell's that?
Yeah.
You take champagne and pour about that much in a beer glass,
Yeah.
and then you put your hand over the top, slam it down on your chair, and chug it.
So you're
It's
basically
champagne.
you're drinking. It turns to like it foams up and it turns to air in your mouth, and you're basically absorbing the alcohol very quickly through your tongue.
And get you drunk really fast.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You know, I got pretty messed up. I was at a party one night and they had gummy worms and they had them soaking in grain alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I was having beers and smoking pot, but I had 2 of those gummy worms and I was a little fucked up after that. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, like maybe I better sit here for a second.
I've seen them soaked in tequila. I've seen them soaked in Everclear. I've seen them
Everclear, right.
soaked in all kinds of
Everclear.
different kinds. Mm-hmm. Mimosas are gross too. Well, that's just champagne and orange juice.
Yeah, I know, but they're so weak. See, I don't like them because they're weak.
See, I liked it when at the end of my drinking episodes, I just drank Bailey's Irish Cream. It's
Yeah,
the
which
only
is
thing I would
also,
drink.
that's also weak, but it does make you kind of like warm up. It makes you a little heated.
Oh, a little. I mean, I would never drink enough to worry about it. I would have 3 drinks in a night and then drink Coke the rest of the night.
Well, me, my dad, and my mom would always do a shot of Bailey's Irish Cream on Christmas morning before we would open our presents.
Cool.
Cheryl
Yeah.
says, does anyone remember, is that Spody Party?
Spody? I don't know what that is.
Mm-mm.
Soaked fruit? No, I've never heard of it.
Oh yeah. If you soak fruit in grain alcohol and then eat it, the fruit absorbs all the alcohol.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I remember when we used to we'd cut a hole in a watermelon and
Yeah.
put a pint of vodka upside down in there and just let it soak in.
Yeah.
What
The
you do is
watermelon?
you put a pint of, or not a pint, you put a liter of grain alcohol and then you put in rum, or not rum, rum and vodka and fruit, you know, different pieces of fruit, I guess, and it just
Have a good
soaks
one, Yak.
it all up.
Have a good one yet? Yeah, I used to like peppermint schnapps.
Ugh.
Mm.
Oh.
The 101 proof?
Love
I
that
couldn't
stuff.
stand anything peppermint.
Did you drink the 101 proof?
I have no idea what it was, but it was good.
Yeah.
I have-
No, like Rumpelmintz is the peppermint schnapps, and they have 80 proof and they have 101 proof.
Yeah.
And the 101 proof, it tastes just like the 80, but it will mess you up real quick.
Mm.
I don't like peppermint schnapps. That's gross. I don't even like candy canes. because
Oh
they're
my
peppermint.
word! So I just realised it's gone
Oh,
2
shit.
hours.
We have just been
Yeah.
yakking it up, haven't we?
Yeah.
And Cheryl didn't even notice. What the heck?
Yeah.
Cheryl, we're usually on that.
Everybody's talking about alcohol. It's kind of,
Yeah, it's one of
Well,
those days.
Feels like what we made in the metal toilets.
Well, I'm not going live tonight, so good night, everybody.
Good
Okay.
night. Good night,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for being
Good
here.
night,
I
Anna.
appreciate it. And Friday, remember, I'm going on an hour later than normal, going on at 2 my time. So it would be 5 your time.
Just to let you know,
Live on the East Coast.
Cheryl put up 3 clocks just to let you know. And
Yeah, a little late, Cheryl. You're supposed to be on that earlier.
Bye.
Everybody, I appreciate
Right.
it.
Bye.
Not this week, but next week will be another giveaway day. So there you go.
love all you guys. Take care, and please have a safe week.
Yeah.
Oh, Cass,
Oh, Cass, I'm sorry. Oh, we even went overtime. So thank you, everybody, and have a good one. Bye.
Yeah, love all you guys. Bye for now.
Always remember, be nice.
Be nice.
Bye.